Okay, I'm just looking to give a bit of a brief explanation video on how to request a document. If you go to the Pinnacle Drinks document library, and if you haven't got a link to that, please let Document Control know and we'll set one up for you. But on the home page, the option, there's a couple of options. You go onto the side bar and there's a document request. It'll take you straight there. Or in the center of the top of the home page, there's another one, request a document. Now, there is a little bit of information there how to also request a document, but when you're ready, go straight to clicking on request a document. This will open up the page, and there we go. Now, there's a couple of things on this document request form page. If you want to follow up at a later date or a later time where the document you requested is situated, you can click on the document request status sheet and that'll open up the spreadsheet where your request is recorded, and it'll also state in that sheet what the current situation is with that document, who it's with, and what's happening with it. If you want to follow up on and click here, you will get some instructions on how to filter a view specifically for yourself. So if you just want to follow up on anything that is relevant to yourself only, then you could got some instructions here to go and do that. The form itself is pretty much basically self-explanatory. There's a couple of points I will point out. Document requests, there's a note here. They're not completed with 90 days. We generally put them into one side. So I move them into a temporary archived um, folder until such time as they need to be worked on again. It just briefly takes all the noise out of the whole system, having a document sitting there. So basically, the second question that really is fairly important is you must consult with your area or department manager regarding request for a document. This is fairly important so that the area and department manager are aware and understand the reasoning behind your request and are okay with it and okay with you to go ahead with it. The request type, that's basically four choices. A new document, that is for a brand new document, never had one before on the particular process or um, record you want to create. Updated document is obviously a document that's already in the system, but you want to make some changes to it, whether that's um, change of process, change of department, change of document type, all those sorts of things. That's where you go for that one. A no process change is basically documents are due for a bit of a review. You've looked and everything's still the same, and therefore you just submit as a process change to get the document reapproved and republished with a new review date. Also, the last one is the obsolete document. The obsolete document is used for any document that is no longer going to be used. It might have been a phased out process that you don't do anymore, or a form or something like that that isn't used anymore. That would be the process you would use for that, an absolute document request. Then we have the request date. This just helps keep track of things. Make sure we choose the site. Um, if it's a multiple site document, it's obviously going to be a Pinnacle document. Department, make sure it goes into the relevant department that requires the document. And the document owner, department manager, is the one that you record here that who will be approving the document. If you're not sure, please ask your area manager. Otherwise, if you know it, you can put that straight in there as a manager's name. Then you would go on to some further details, all depending on, of course, the nature of your request type. This form actually directs you to answer questions for information about the particular type of request. That is pretty much in a nutshell. If you need any further information or clarity, please contact Document Control. We're available at any time to answer your questions.